apologies for this. The AFSM is being awarded for 6 months of good service in the DMOS, and DMOSs are extremely crucial to our unit. They run everything from the servers to our training courses. So without them, we'd be lost. So a big thank you to these guys. Let's give them a big hooah. Hooah.
Well,
About face. Fall back in, soldiers. All right, next up, get me 2 LT Vandal, Chief Warrant Tracy, Staff Sergeant Duck, Sergeant Krios, Private First Class Houston, Private First Class Coat, and Private First Class Kit Post. About face. These soldiers here are being awarded the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal. So this is for 12 months time in service with the deployment. Let's give a big hooah to these guys. Hooah.
well,
About face. Fall back in, soldiers. Next up, get me Private Second Class Sybins, Private Second Class Fuller, Private Second Class Buck, and Private Second Class Ransom Post. About face. These soldiers here are being promoted to the grade and rank of Private First Class. So a big hooah to them. Hooah.
Hell yeah.
And don't forget, they also met the minimum vote requirements. So to be promoted, you guys need to vote. It's our biggest recruiting tool in the unit. So make sure you just click it. It's at the top right of the homepage. It's very easy. So hooah. About face. Rats, fall back in. All right, next up, get me Warrant Officer 1 Lotus, Specialist Nagy, and Specialist Fitzgerald Post. About face. Soldiers here are being awarded the Army Achievement Medal. So, starting with Warrant Officer Lotus. Warrant Officer Lotus was ambushed by brigade leadership with extra responsibility right after completing his Warrant Officer Candidate School. The warrant was quickly promoted to Flight Leader of 2-3 GSAB after his old Flight Leader, Chief Warrant 3 Nikias, retired in early January. Despite the massive shoes the Warren had to fill, he did not disappoint, showing great leadership abilities under stress, and the Warrant is a great example of what a warrant officer should strive to be. Next we have Specialist Nagy. I am recommending Specialist Nagy for an AAM for outstanding service during the FTX, wherein he has taken initiative and leadership within his fire team and squad. And he's actively been attempting to both better his understanding and application of battlefield tactics, leadership, and strategies, and succeeding on both ends. For this effort, alongside the AAM for going above and beyond his position, he's also being moved into the assistant squad leader position for Warlocks, where I anticipate to see his leadership continue and flourish further. Specialist Fitzgerald. Specialist Fitzgerald has gone above and beyond his duties in inspiring other members of the platoon to continue to give their best during operations, and is a significant force for the platoon's morale, both in and out of operations. Fitzgerald has been actively working on his deployment as an inspiring team member with his excellent attitude and outlook. He has gone out of his way to make new platoon members feel welcome and taught them the ropes before anyone else had the chance. His eagerness has to grow his own skill set and help those around him is deserving of recognition. Let's give a very big hoo-ah to these guys. Hell yeah, hoo-ah.
Whoop.
About face. Congrats and keep up the hard work, soldiers. Fall back in. Next up, get me Recruit Ridge, post. About face. Recruit Ridge here has successfully passed his delayed entry program, and he is being promoted to the grade and rank of Private Second Class. Let's give a big hoo-ah to him.
Hoo-ah.
Hoo-ah.
Whoop.
Well, congratulations, soldiers. About face. Fall back in. Next up, get me Staff Sergeant Duck, Staff Sergeant Marsh, and that's it. Post. None of which are here. Cool. Alright. These soldiers are being awarded the Army Commendation Medal. So we're starting with Staff Sergeant Duck. Staff Sergeant Duck has demonstrated exceptional leadership and dedication in his role as the platoon sergeant of 2nd Platoon. Since assuming his position, he has consistently displayed outstanding organizational skills, effectively coordinating training exercises, and ensuring the readiness of his platoon at all times. His strong communication abilities have fostered a cohesive and motivated team environment, resulting in increased morale and performance among his soldiers. Staff Sergeant Duck's commitment to excellence and unwavering support of his troops exemplify the highest standards of professionalism and service. His contributions to the success of 2nd Platoon are invaluable, and he is truly deserving of recognition for his exemplary service. Staff Sergeant Marsh has distinguished himself as an exemplary leader in his role as the 1st Platoon Sergeant. Through his tireless dedication and strong leadership thus far, Staff Sergeant Marsh has effectively guided and mentored his platoon to achieve outstanding results to the start of our FTX phase. His proactive approach to training and readiness has ensured that the 1st Platoon remains fully prepared for any mission or tasking. Additionally, Staff Sergeant Marsh's exceptional communication skills have fostered a cohesive and supportive team environment where every member feels valued and motivated to excel. His unwavering commitment to the success and well-being of his soldiers reflects the highest standards of professionalism and service. Staff Sergeant Marsh's contributions to the 1st Platoon are invaluable, and he's truly deserving of a commendation for his outstanding performance. Let's give a big hoo-ah to both your platoon sergeants.
Hell yeah.
Hoo-ah. Private Houston, post. About face. Private Houston here is being promoted to the grade and rank of Specialist E4, and he's also met the vote requirement. So let's give a big hoo-ah to him. Hoo-ah. About face. Fall back in, soldier. Congrats. All right, next up, get me Private Culvey, Private Rhodes, Private Ransom, and Specialist Vic, post. About face. These soldiers here are being awarded the National Defense Service Medal. This is for serving with your own country's military and then submitting a request on our website to have it verified. Let's give a big hoo-ah to these guys, and thank you for your service. Hoo-ah. We have Private Culvey here in the U.S. Army, Private Rhodes also in the U.S. Army, Private Ransom in the United States Marine Corps, and Private Zvik in the IDF. So, about face, soldiers. Wow, once again, thank you. Fall back in. Next up, get me Sergeant McKenzie and Specialist Fitzgerald, post. About face. These soldiers are being awarded the Joint Service Achievement Medal, the JSAM. So this is for any achievement in a DMOS, a good achievement. Sergeant McKenzie here as a 46Q journalist. Although currently being deployed to a combat zone in the Middle East, Sergeant McKenzie still finds time to contribute to his DMOS activities, even when his daily bread and butter is being pounded by artillery and Estonians setting off their ammo caches. So now there's no more excuses for late DMOS work, guys, all right? Then we got Specialist Fitzgerald here as a range safety officer. Specialist Fitzgerald is being awarded the JSAM for his commitment to S3 FIG. Despite only having a month of tenure within FIG, he has exceeded 3 times the required FIG attendance. Specialist shows the dedication and good approach to training in line with the high standards of FIG. Big hoo-ah to these guys. Once again, DMOS work is super important for us, so congratulations. Hoo-ah.
Wow.
About face. Fall back in, soldier. Next up, get me Specialist McMahon, post. About face. Specialist McMahon here is being promoted to the grade and rank of Corporal E4. Let's give a big hoo-ah.
Hua.
Whoa.
About face. Congratulations, soldier. Fall back in. Next up, get me Chief Warren Kelso, Sergeant Smiricky, Sergeant Shocked, Specialist P. Birdie, Specialist Clayton, Post. About face. These soldiers here are being awarded the Joint Service Commendation Medal, so just one step up from the JSAM, and this is also for good conduct and good work in your DMOS. So starting with Chief Warren Kelso, as a journalist, for his outstanding work and dedication to producing the unit's Q4 2023 newsletter. Then we have Smiricky as the NCOIC of PAO for outstanding work and dedication to producing the unit's Q4 newsletter as well. Sergeant Shocked as a drill sergeant. Sergeant Shocked is being awarded the JSCOM for his continuous and unwavering commitment to S3. Apart from that, Sergeant Shocked exceeding the 4 times the required FIG attendance, the sergeant also displays professionalism and clear instructions and demonstrations on every course in the school that he either instructs or co-instructs. With this, he has developed Specialist Birdie as a drill instructor. Specialist P. Birdie is being awarded the JSCOM for his continuous and unwavering commitment to S3. His continued dedication towards OSUT trainings, schools, and courses have always showed through his proactiveness to help both the front and back end development and coverage when other cadres turn out to be unavailable with last minute notices. Specialist Birdie has also exceeded 3 times the required FIG attendance. Specialist Clayton here for a drill instructor as well. Specialist Clayton is being awarded JSCOM for his continuous commitment to S3. Apart from Specialist Clayton exceeding the 4 times the required FIG attendance, the Specialist also displays professionalism and clear instructions and demonstrations on every OSIT that he partakes in. The Specialist has also been observed to have the willingness to partake on schools and courses, which broadens his field of support towards S3 FIG. So big hoo-ah to these guys. These are all FIG. So if you want some awards, clearly you know where to go. Let's give a big hoo-ah to them. Hoo-ah.
Well,
About face. Congratulations and thank you. Fall back in. Next up, get me Specialist Zvik and Private First Class Seagull Post. About face. These soldiers here are being awarded their French cord. So this is for having 3 different types of skill badges. So in the case of Specialist Vic, it is his Airborne badge, Air Assault, and Ranger. Then we have Private Seagull with Air Assault, EIB, and Ranger. Let's give a big hoo-ah to them.
Wow.
Hoo-ah. About face.
What about me?
What about me?
Funny always singing, huh?
Fall back in, soldiers. For anyone who did miss one, we'll have to double check that. Next up, get me 2LT Cooper, Warrant Officer Candidate Frost, Sergeant Kovic, First Sergeant Garcia, and Staff Sergeant Ivanov, post. About face. These soldiers here are being awarded the Humanitarian Serviceman, HSM. So this is for achieving 60 votes on the website every month. So a big congratulations to these guys. This is honestly extremely hard to achieve. And once, like I said before, this is our major recruiting tool. So, hooah. Hooah. And then on here we have Sergeant Garcia and Staff Sergeant Ivanov, who are currently maxed out for both of them have been maxed out for 30 months in a row. And then Garcia has been 33 months in a row. So that's 2.5 years at least of voting straight. So it's fucking hard. Congratulations. About face. Fall back in, soldiers. Next up, get me Sergeant Kovic, post. About face. Sergeant Kovic here, after successfully completing the promotion board, is being promoted to the grade and rank of Staff Sergeant E6. Let's give him a big round of applause and a hooah.
Hooah!
Klop.
Congratulations, Staff Sergeant. About face. Hope to see you as Platoon Sergeant one day. Fall back in. Next up, get me Private J. White, post. Doesn't look like he's here. Private J. Oh, there he is. About face. Private J. White is being awarded the Army Aviation Basic Crew Member Badge. Let's give a big hooah to him. Hooah!
Hooah!
Klop.
Hell yeah. About face. Congratulations, fall back in. It's a beautiful sneeze, bird. Next up, let's get Warrant Officer Frost, post. About face. This soldier here is being awarded the U.S. Army Aviator Wings. And also, he is being promoted to the grade and rank of Warrant Officer 1. Let's give him a big hooah. Hooah.
Hooah!
Klop.
About face. Congratulations. Fall back in. Next up, let me get Warrant Officer 1 Poltrak, host. I don't see him online. Warrant Officer 1 Poltrak here is being promoted to the grade and rank of Chief Warrant 2. Let's give him a big round of applause. Hooah.
Hooah.
Club.
And then over here, we saved the best for last. Let me get Chief Warrant 3 Dio, host. About face. Chief Warrant Dio here has just recently joined as a member of command staff, and he is also now finally being promoted to the grade and rank of CW4. Let's give him a big hooah.
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 Club.
One to go.
About face. Now you just have to outlive Major, and you'll get CW3. 5, sorry.
Yeah.
Fall back in, soldier.
If you want to know what a capped soldier looks like, now he's capped.
Rude.
Rude.
All right, now we got some important mentions here. So, for the month of February, we have Kelso, Diomedes. Here, let me go in order. We got Kelso, February 5th, 2-year anniversary. Diomedes, February 16th, 2-year anniversary. Borovetsky, February 17th, 1-year anniversary. Dijkstra, February 5th, 1-year anniversary. McIntosh, February 5th, 1-year anniversary. Jay Erickson, 1-year anniversary. And P. Birdie, 1-year anniversary. So, for all you 1 years, you can expect your anniversary gift in the mail, and then hopefully you guys also make it to 3 years. You'll get another one. Big thank you to your long dedication. Some final closing notes from certain demosses. S2 Intel had some words they wanted to say. So currently we're preparing the next deployment. We've taken a lot of feedback from members in the unit, and we believe the changes will be welcome from everyone. The past month, we have identified and tested new units from countries that we're not used to seeing, and this will create a variety in our deployment with equipment, uniforms, and camouflage for enemy forces. So no longer the same insurgents with UAZs. Additionally, we have identified the real-life units that we will be seeing during the deployment from the enemy perspective. We have already built out the overall schedule, identified what the flow of the campaign will be, and begun preparing the maps that will be used for the deployment, as you guys can see during our testing phase. We are using the FTX to test the maps and are considering for deployment. The purpose of this is to ensure the maps are decent quality, enjoyable, and usable for the unit. No more will we have maps with only mountains or that are too small. Once we identify the maps we want to use, the rest of the campaign will be planned out in preparation for everyone's enjoyment. So please be sure to provide constructive feedback on each map that you are asked to test. So like that said in there, please send us feedback wherever you can. Tell us what your FPS is and about any bugs on the maps. Then we have some closing notes for FIG. We got a upcoming airborne school, February 17th at 1800 EST. Then we also have Advanced Radio Communications course, February 24th, 1800 EST. Make sure you sign up for those. Next up, we got some FIG notes following the FIG meeting that just recently happened. FIG is starting the process of reworking courses. So they're starting with OSUT, and here are some of the changes. They're going to be summarizing the medical portion. So before Before, we were pretty much teaching a mini CLS course inside of OSUT. Now it's going to be more focused on the basics, such as knowing how to utilize a medical menu, tourniquet usage, and basic bandage usage. 2, they're going to make the motor pool instruction length shorter. We'll be going over essential Blue 4 VICs that we use in our day-to-day operations and removing unnecessary information such as vehicle speed and weapons that are equipped, as this is more vital information for leadership. Op4 vehicles will also be removed from instruction for future proof, as we are not going to be seeing Russian vehicles only anymore. Enemy VIC instructions about capabilities and PID will be delegated to squad drills. For the M249 course, we are not going to have a percentage check anymore. It used to be 50 to 70% to get approved. Now the soldier will be expected to comprehend the concepts of suppression and conserving ammunition, talking guns procedure, etc. Any additional knowledge beyond the basics will be taught in squad drills. 4, we have the grenade qualification range will now be situational based and not proficiency based. Make trainees throw a high arc from the top of a building, tossing into a doorway to clear a room, and low arc for distance throws and higher windows. Teaching situationality is better than practice. These can take place during squad drills or privately through the arsenal in the menu. Radio instruction will not cover setting alternative channels anymore. Trainees will still learn radio etiquette and how to use radio properly, but as alternative channels are only used when a soldier reaches fire team leader or squad medic, more advanced radio knowledge will only be attained through the soldier's COC and squad drills or FIG courses like the Advanced Radio Communications course, which is coming up, so sign up for it. So this is only for OSA. Not only are we updating the OSA manual, but also some of the changes will change our mission files that will require some joint efforts with COA and BMO. That will be me. Besides OSA, FIG is also waiting for the vote of Cap Medical, which will be starting on the 26th of February, and the results on the 10th of March, so we can start reworking the medical courses. We will also start the rework of the Pathfinder concurrently. Each rework team will have 1 rewrite lead and 2 or 3 assist riders. Review team for all the courses will be the OIC and the NCOIC, and other willing soldiers that is not involved directly in the writing process of the course that they're reviewing. Only soldiers that are part of FIG will be allowed to work on the rewriting courses directly. More updates will be delivered in the next ceremonies as soon as we have the changes. So if you want to get in on any of these changes, make sure to join FIG and offer your services. But other than that, that'll wrap up our awards ceremony. So congratulations again to any soldiers who got awards. Make sure you guys vote and report in. So let me get OCS Battle post. Face. Take charge of your platoon.
All right, first platoon, Widowmakers. You know what to do. Let's go ahead and ready up for FTX number 5. You are dismissed.